morning, video games. Welcome to Filthy Casuals, a podcast about video games hosted by three very kind and extremely knowledgeable boys. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Tommy Daslow, and with me, as per usual...
Ben Vanel here, Tommy. It's great to be back, and it's great to be back for the duration of this entire episode, which is only something that I can say and you can say. Because our third co-host, he's got a busy goddamn day today. And he's going to be nipping out of the studio early. I know a lot of people only listen for Nox. Personally, I'm a fan of Tommy. But please bear with us anyway. Nox, you want to tell us what the hell's going on today?
Yeah. Look, here I am right now. This is me, Adam Nox. But I've been having some internet troubles.
Yeah.
I've got things to go and do. I'm hoping that I can hang around during the whole thing, but my internet's been cutting in and out. But we've got a backup plan that we'll hopefully won't have to use if I do end up not being able to do it. But
Oh no!
I think it started already.
He hasn't.
Leonard Nimoy.
That's
this is really frustrating.
Yeah, this is annoying to
we
listen
were really
to.
hoping this wasn't going to happen. He also didn't manage to get out the fact that he had severe intermittent diarrhea. So he's really been running to the...
That might be what he was trying to say before when we heard him say Leonard.
That
could have been connected to that in some way.
I think it was something to do with perhaps the intermittent diarrhea that is absolutely...
Hey, sorry, mate. My connection just came back a little bit.
Great.
I don't have diarrhea.
So it's finished.
No, it's gone again.
You've shit all of your body's contents out.
I
think it's working again. I've never shit in my life, and I never would. How embarrassing.
I can only assume that when it goes back to cutting out, he's just saying "just kidding." After statements.
Yeah. Hey, it's just back one more time. I'm not saying that, and it'll come back as many times as it needs to.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, it looks like he's gone for good. So let's talk about the backup plan that we did have, Tommy.
This level of commitment to a bit, it's no wonder that he spent so much money on going over to perform comedy at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
So with Adam unable to join us probably for the rest of the episode, what we've done this once before. We've set up the call-in line. And maybe if people are following us on the socials, they would have seen the post putting out the information, unless we've deleted it already because, we don't want the phone number out there permanently. But
Adam also, he kind of got word that the internet might be patchy today, so he went around the town of Edinburgh and put up, similar to a lost cat poster.
Yes.
He just put up, podcast call-in, here's a number, around this time. So, we covered our bases. We thought this might happen.
I think he put, just to encourage people to call in as well, he put, if you call in and are funny, you may get a BBC deal, which is going to be catnip to everyone in Edinburgh at the moment.
100%.
Which is great for us because we need the content. We can't, there's a lot of topics that we want to talk about this week that we can't talk about without Adam here.
Yeah, given that he put that on there, I feel like we're going to have our veritable pick of the litter of foppish British cunts calling in.
Yeah. But I guess we'll just, we'll cut this together later, but we'll just wait for the calls to come in.
Yeah. Well, Ben, it's been an hour. I think we're not going to get any calls.
Yeah, maybe we should just abandon this entire idea.
Ring, ring.
A strange way to start a phone call.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Am I on?
Yeah. You're on the air with Filthy Casuals. What's your name?
Right. Well, just I wasn't sure if there would be a. I didn't hear any ringtone, and I wasn't sure if if that would be edited into your podcast
perhaps.
later on.
Perhaps. I think it's probably still a good cue to say ring ring, and then one of us say hello.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, good to know. It doesn't affect me because this is the one time I'll be calling in. I won't call in again, obviously. But hello, pleasure to be here. Thank you for answering my call. Hey, long time listener, first time caller.
Oh, great.
You haven't
who
done
are
a
we?
call in one for quite a long time.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
we,
To do one, it
who
would
we
almost be like, that'd be a nice little nod to those people who can remember it from fucking 8 years ago.
Yeah. Who are we speaking to?
My name's Britton James.
Britton James.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you. Hello, how are you?
Lovely to meet you, Britton James. What would you like to chat about today on this?
Britton James, that's a hell of a name for you won't know this, but you're actually our first caller of the day, and man, that's a hell of a name. You got to wonder what kind of names we're going to be getting in 45 minutes time.
Well, yeah. It's not, it's a little bit of a weird name, and people make fun of me for it because I was born in New Zealand.
Is it like is like Bluey? It's like an ironic nickname.
Yeah, I'm such a Kiwi.
Yeah.
That everyone calls me Britain.
Yeah.
Because you can tell from the accent that I'm a New Zealander through and through. But I've moved to London, funnily enough. I've been, you boys, I was going to ask if you boys have seen this Fallout London.
Oh,
the mod
yeah.
for the Fallout game.
No, mate. I'm talking about the bloody state of London these days. That's what I'm really talking about.
That is that classic ribald New Zealand sense of humour.
That dry Kiwi wit.
Flight of the Conchords.
Guy Montgomery.
Some others.
No, it is business time, boys. It's business time. And I was just thinking, me and my mate Taika were talking.
Oh, yeah?
This mod Fallout London, right?
Yep.
It's have you seen any of the features of Fallout London?
No. Can you describe some of them to me?
Mate, I could probably give you at least one.
Okay.
Yep.
Bloody.
Nice.
So it's like Fallout, right? But if you have your bloody Pit Boy out for too long, someone rides past on a bike and they steal it off your arm.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, crime is rampant in London at the moment. It's
true.
Yeah.
Is that something that happens in London? How long have you lived in London for?
1 week.
Oh, wow.
1 week, yeah.
You
You're
picked up the
learning
accent
quickly.
very fast.
And can I ask, what did Taika Waititi have to do with that story? Because you kind of name dropped him as someone you were talking to about the game, and he doesn't.
I don't know him. I'm talking my brother Taika James.
Oh, Taika James.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
Taika
What did he
Waititi?
think?
Wait, you've never heard of Taika Waititi and you're New Zealander-ish?
Yeah. Who is he?
He's a famous New Zealander.
Yeah, he's in Free Guy.
Yep.
Free Guy.
He's in a
I saw that
relationship
twice
with,
in the cinemas. Which one was he?
Rita
Rita
Ora.
Ora.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
how did you know that? I was going to say Rita Ora.
I didn't. I was just naming other famous people to compare him to be like, is he as famous as Rita Ora, who I know who all the works of? I love her.
Okay.
Does she have an husband?
Yeah, it's Taika Waititi, famous New Zealander.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's a...
I've been playing Fallout London.
Are you
though,
pulling
Yes.
my fucking chain over here?
Mate, no, I never would, all right? I never would. I tell you what, all right, here's another one, all right? In
Okay.
Fallout, in regular Fallout.
Here's
okay,
another
a
fact about
Nuka-Cola.
Fallout.
This is about Fallout London.
Yep.
In regular Fallout, right, a bottle of Nuka-Cola will cost you maybe 2 bottle caps, right? 2 bottle caps. In Fallout London, it costs you £6. It's expensive in London.
I have
so they've
heard
changed
it's
the whole-
expensive. Yeah.
They've changed the whole currency system in the game to reflect.
I think something weird's happening with the phone call where it's not bringing your laughs through. Maybe they're too high of a volume or something
Yeah,
for
we've-
the phone.
cle-
to
yeah,
We've got the
the-
noise
it's-
gate on, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
compression.
Yeah,
Right.
Compression issues, yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I got to go.
Really?
Tubes here.
Can I just ask quickly, British James or whatever your name was, is anyone? Can I just ask, is anyone else home in the apartment that you're in currently?
In real life, yes. I assume you're asking about real life, which is what this is.
Yeah, you're a real person. You live in the real
Yeah.
world.
No, I just wanted to know if anyone might have been around that's like overhearing all this stuff you're saying. That's all. I just was
Yeah.
curious.
My window is open, and you know what? Whoops.
Okay, well,
Wouldn't want this to be for public consumption. I'd be embarrassed of it. Anyway, got to go.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bloody,
Goodbye.
I've got to go steal some monuments. Bye.
bye, Britain James. Hey,
Stealing
Tommy.
monuments. Is that a classic like New Zealander thing to do?
I guess so. Hey, Tommy, he was from New
Yeah.
Zealand, right? You've heard of Guy Montgomery's spelling bee? Well, that was more like Guy Montgomery's spelling C minus.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm glad he's not
That's
on the line.
really good.
Because that is.
Yeah.
I've absolutely
If you-
skewered him.
imagine hypothetically being that person and being skewered like that.
Yes.
And let's say there was some kind of almost like a out-of-body experience where you actually could hear you saying that.
Oh, yeah.
And you were unable to kind of chime in and give your thoughts on the roasting that you just received.
Yep.
It would drive you crazy.
Yeah. And, given that this is not a live stream or anything, there's no justifiable way that anyone else could respond to it either. Were they perhaps to call in next?
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Ring, ring.
Hello? Caller, you're on the air.
This is William from the Dumbfuck Hotline returning Ben Vanel's call. You called the Dumbfuck Hotline earlier, I believe.
I wanted to report a dumb
advice.
fuck. His name's Adam Knox.
Ben.
Good thing you called us, because that's not what the line is for. It's to ask for dumb fuck questions that you have. So anyway, see ya.
Ben, I got to say,
Yeah.
like obviously what you do in your own time is none of my concern. But what I will say is I do have to take umbrage with you giving the number of this call-in show as your return number from the Dumbfuck Hotline when you couldn't get through. We have work to do.
Yeah,
we can't be
honestly-
sitting here fielding your personal phone calls
I feel
while
like
we're meant to be recording a podcast.
I feel like I ad-libbed a pretty good out, but I did forget that I did the extreme dumb fuck thing of giving this hotline's number as my return number. So
Yeah,
I will cop
yeah.
that one. I'll cop that on the chin. I do fully deserve that.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hello there, boys. How are you doing? Big fan of the podcast. I'm from... it's nice to meet you. How are you boys doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, we're good, thank you.
Can we get your name and location, caller? I'd love to hear more about you.
My name is Peter Farmer.
Okay.
And,
Farmer.
I'm from the farming district, I believe Devon, around there. And I
Okay.
think
Devon.
this is the accent for there, and I'm a baker.
Okay.
Wait, Peter Farmer and you're a baker.
That's right. I work at the bakery.
Okay.
My brother is Peter Baker. He works there with me. He's out on the farm getting the grain we use to make the bread.
And his last
Wait.
name is different to yours.
We both married young, and we took the names of our partners.
That is
Me-
very
That's
progressive.
very progressive.
Very
Very
progressive. Love that.
Our original name, our father's name was
Yes.
Peter. Peter is the family name.
Yes.
His name was Peter File.
Interesting.
Peter. Yeah,
Do you know what
okay.
he did?
He works at the some kind of administrative office.
Administration,
putting away files.
exactly
Right.
so,
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's
you know
really
how
quick.
to do a left turn when
You
you,
guys
think you're
were
gonna be
both
turning
one
right.
step ahead of me there because I thought he was going to say something about children.
He never had any. We're adopted,
Oh, okay.
Ah, well, that,
which
yeah.
it does mean we're his children. Of course, I don't mean to. I know that relationship better than anyone, and I know the relationship with the land. I've got a question for you boys about video games. As
Oh,
you might
yeah.
be expecting.
Yeah, great. We are a video game show after all.
Yes.
As a baker, this is more my brother's question, I guess, because Peter Baker is the farmer in
Yes.
the family. He's out getting the grain. Mm-hmm. You boys, do you have any feelings about how the farming sim genre is seen as cozy? They're cozy games. Do you feel as though that's insulting and shows a lack of understanding about the hardships of being out there on the farm?
Yeah, I guess that's probably fair, right? Like it's a tough life. You got to get up at 5 a.m. every day,
Yeah.
milk the cows.
Yeah, I do
Which-
think it's
Exactly.
insulting to actual farmers, and that's what I like about the genre.
Well, now I'm going to have to take umbrage with that particular stance because, for example, I played Stardew Valley. You
Okay.
ever heard of this game? You ever played any Stardew Valley?
Played a little bit of
Yeah,
Stardew Valley.
yeah, absolutely.
Now, and you can tell by the voice that I have that I do not want to insult farmers.
Of course.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I played Stardew Valley being
Mm-hmm.
told, this is about farming. And I tell you, it doesn't reflect anything because I walk around town giving gifts to lots of girls. I walk around walking up to them saying, I made this for you. I've got this gift for you. It's
Okay.
an audio cassette onto which I've put a full episode of Filthy Casuals, my favorite
Oh,
wow.
podcast. And I
very
hand
nice
that
of you.
out to girls. and they listen to it sometimes, and they tell me, listen, mate, don't you ever put that fucking shit on my doorstep again.
Oh.
Wow, that's...
If I wanted a delivery of fucking shit on me doorstep, I'd piss off the milkman, I would.
Right. I don't know
That's
why.
what they tell me.
Wow.
And
This is
so
really like...
Did they say something about, like, I know that you use manure in the farm, but this is ridiculous. Do they say anything like that?
they do. Every one of them has said exactly that, believe it or not.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around handing out gifts every day. You know, a piece of cabbage or a probably a necklace. I've not played Stardew Valley. I am sort of, you know, having to come to terms with the further down this path I travel.
Sure. So
Yeah.
your list of potential gifts are piece of cabbage, a necklace, or an audio tape, a cassette that you've taped an episode of a podcast onto.
Aye. The big three.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Classic, just, you know, front of the news agents type stuff.
Sure.
Yep.
I've got
And
a
they're
question
not
for...
liking it.
I've got a question for... Wait, are you a farmer or are you a baker?
He's a baker.
I'm a baker.
Okay. Can you ask this question of your brother, Peter Baker?
Well, hold on. I've got a quick... I'm a baker born and bred. That's the joke I make when
That's
I'm
pretty
handing out
fucking
these
good.
gifts
You should
about
be-
how I'm a baker.
Yeah, you should be saying that to the girls.
I do.
Yeah.
I say, I'm a baker. There's muffin to it. And they don't respond positively for some reason.
Do you mention what your father is called at all to them?
Well, he had to go around and introduce himself when we moved into the town, so
Why?
they already know.
Why is that?
Friendly man.
Ah,
Friendly
yeah.
man to
Yeah,
all
yeah,
ages.
yeah, yeah.
Friendly
Yeah.
man.
Anyway-
He had to. He was like honor bound
Right.
to just
Aye,
do the right
aye,
polite
like,
thing. Yeah.
legally, you know. Legally.
Legal. Okay, now this is muddying it again.
Yeah.
No, he
Why
was doing
legally?
it legally, is what I'm saying. No
Oh,
trespassing.
he wasn't.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
sure.
No
Okay,
trespassing.
Right.
Right. And he was just saying like, "Hi, my name's Pedophile."
I don't. I mean, I didn't go with him. But the reports I've heard is that everyone around town knows where he lives.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
okay. So he's given.
But
and-
I wouldn't know about that. I'm a baker.
Yes.
And like
And do
I
you
always
live-
joke at my baking, the people are lovely, but a lot of tarts,
yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, you slice it. That's a good job.
Can I have that one?
I don't think you want
So
it.
you've
I'm thinking
had,
of opening a
You want
pizza
it.
shop as well.
You've had no success with the ladies around
No.
town with these great jokes and these great
No.
gifts that you're giving them.
I've been walking around telling them, "Oi, take this or else." You know, and the else as
yeah.
well. And you know, I'm just trying to be casual. I mean, or else I'll just leave, and I'll respect that. But
Right.
you don't want to chew someone's ear off.
Yeah, that's a long
unless
No,
you're,
sentence.
no.
you know.
Yeah.
That's rule number 1. Day 1 of baking school. You learn don't chew the ears off.
Right.
They're not for bacon.
Yeah.
That's
And what
they
about
teach you.
what about your brother? Is he involved with anyone, or does he have a similar lack of success with the?
Oi,
with the
Peter
ladies around
Baker, my farming brother.
Yes.
town? Yep.
He's a hit with the ladies. He's
Oh. Is he
absolutely
really?
doing fantastically. He gives them gifts and he levels up every day with them. He goes into the caves at night and he
Right.
fights some monsters in there, and he's built a lovely little life for himself. Maybe the issue is that I'm a baker. I realized as I went
Yeah.
on there. Yeah, of course. I'm
It's
a
like
baker.
working night shift. You don't get to meet a lot of people.
Of course.
Bakers, we're up early in the dawn, and I tell you what, it's almost as difficult as a pie cost.
Okay.
A pie.
It's almost as difficult as a pie cost would be.
And could you explain
What's-
the definition of that word?
Yeah. Can you help us out?
It
This must
sort of
be
means
like a.
it means similar to a pie cost.
Yeah, I think this might be like a kind of.
It's a regional thing?
Regional thing
Yeah.
where we're not. This isn't really translating for us.
Yeah.
I don't know if. Yeah. Is there
You've
another
not.
way you?
I'm talking about a pie cost.
What's a pie cost?
Not much, dog. What's up with you? All right. See you later, boys.
Wow.
Bye.
Perfect dismount.
I had a question I wanted to ask his farming brother what the first guy who milked a cow was thinking, but I guess I'll never know.
Yeah, I got a similar question for his pedophile dad.
Oh, well. You can't win them all.
Ring, ring.
Oh, thank God.
Hello?
Ring, ring.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Ben and Tommy at Filthy Casuals.
Hello there, boys. This is Yakko Warner. Hold on. I'm still in that old... I'm Yakko. It's
From
me, Wacko Warner.
From the
can't get out of it.
Animaniacs?
Yakko Warner. I'm Yakko Warner.
Okay.
From the Animaniacs.
Yeah, one of the Warner brothers. That's me, Yakko Warner.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Now, I'm here to talk to you guys about Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
On behalf of the Warner Brothers, I'm, Wacko and Dot are here, but they're not on the phone. I'm Yakko.
Yep.
United States, Canada. That's how you know it's me.
Yeah.
So you have a vested interest in the Suicide Squad video game that came out because you're living up in the Warner Brothers water tower, and I guess
Let me
if
tell you, Tommy.
the game's not a hit and it goes under, you're going to have nowhere to live.
It's more than a vested interest. This is a full jacket interest.
Wow.
I need people to start playing Suicide Squad again. The whole plan was for people to play it for 14 years. It turns out 14 of them played it for 11 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm here to announce the new exciting things that we've got coming to Suicide Squad, I suppose.
Oh, an
To
exclusive.
get people back in.
Wow. I feel honored that you decided to call in and reveal it on the Filthy Casuals hotline.
It's the sort of crazy move that Warner Brothers CEO Yakko Warner would make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're right, the water's running out in our water tower, or I guess it's filling up, which would make it worse to live in there.
Oh, they're drowning you because the
That's what
game did
happens.
that.
Shit.
To us. So anyway, you guys both played Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, I certainly did.
I did not.
Oh, the third one did. The other guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dot.
Yep. Pinky.
All right. Well, we've actually, speaking of that, we've made a few of the weapons in Suicide Squad weaker. First, we've nerfed them.
Okay.
So
okay, that's
Yep.
yeah.
I wanted to
really
ask.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
you then, Ben, you've played. It's me, Yakko Warner.
Yeah. One of the
Ben, you've
Animaniacs.
played-
Yeah.
Yeah. You've played Suicide Squad. What would be some of your ideal changes that we could make to it to get you back in?
I'd love some access to some different costumes, but for free. I don't want to have to pay. I don't want to have to do any microtransactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first, I'm gonna skip on to point 2 of what we're changing. Then, what's something else that you might like out of this game to make it better? Like what? Just general advice is also good. Any feedback?
Oh, I mean, like improve the gameplay, and better writing.
What about the Riddler?
Okay.
What if
about
we
it?
put the Riddler in here?
Okay.
And everything else, and get this,
Yeah.
stayed exactly the same.
What do you think, Ben?
I mean,
mean-
I was really hoping for like some fun costumes or just like a better gameplay experience, but
You think you won't get that from the Riddler?
you're right. That could be exactly what the Riddler provides. He has a green costume, and
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
what?
hang
Wait
on.
a minute. Do you have something to add,
a bit of a
Yakko?
different take on the Riddler that people are going to love.
Okay.
This time the Riddler, he just wears regular clothes.
Right. I
He
guess
just asks you crazy questions.
it's harder to figure out who he is if he's just wearing regular clothes. So that is kind of fitting for the Riddler.
Well, no, your credit card statement will say Riddler DLC pack, so you'll know who he is.
Oh, how much? How much is this going to cost?
How much have you got?
I'm not willing to divulge that on a podcast.
Pretty personal question, Yakko.
Yeah. I mean, like, I haven't
All
spoken
right,
to
all
my
right.
mortgage broker yet. Like, that's
I can tell I'm losing you with the Riddler, okay? I can read the room. Mm-hmm. I can tell
No,
I'm
I'm actually, honestly, I haven't played the game yet, but the Riddler being in it does interest me.
yeah. I actually would
Okay.
enjoy the Riddler being in there. Yeah.
He's been cancelled.
Oh,
We haven't. The development didn't go well. He's been cancelled. How about
Okay.
Clayface?
Oh,
Now we're talking, right?
Clayface, the shape-shifting villain. Okay.
No, I'm talking about. It's just a guy who puts clay
Adam
on his
Elliott.
face. He's just got a mask on. He's like a beauty guy.
Okay.
How about this? I'm losing you with this. What about the Penguin? What if we put the penguin in it.
Yeah.
Now, hang on,
Right.
Ben. I know how these Warner Brothers operate.
I'm really excited. I want to hear more about the penguin being in it.
I'm sure you do, but I think what's going to happen here,
Yeah.
I think that you're thinking of the Batman DC villain, the Penguin.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I have a feeling that this Animaniac son of a bitch is going to tell us that it's just an actual penguin. Just the animal, the penguin.
I disagree. I don't know where you're getting that kind of cynical outlook from. I'd love to hear more about this edition of the supervillain, the Penguin.
It's the biscuit. It's Tim Tams in the UK.
Okay.
Wacko!
It's even worse than what I was imagining.
Yeah. He's hung up.
Oh, he hung up on us.
He must have. Or maybe he just drowned. Maybe that's the water finally got to the top. And
Wait, hang on. So that's all they're adding to the game is just a biscuit.
They're adding a biscuit.
I think
and Riddler
everything else
DLC,
had been cancelled.
But
No, that got cancelled.
That got cancelled. Yeah. So
the
just a biscuit.
the biscuit being in the game, and we got no information about whether it's as a character or just like an item or a weapon or.
If you could dress up as a biscuit, I'd give it a crack.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We played Fortnite just because we could dress up as Morty from Rick and Morty. So, I mean, we're not above that.
Yeah,
honestly.
Getting to play as a wagon wheel in Suicide Squad.
yeah, I'd be down for that.
Ring.
Hello,
Ring.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hello. Oh, I'm on the air.
Yeah.
What a coincidence, because I'm going to be in the air soon. Hello, boys. How are you doing? My name's Adam
Yep.
Knox.
This is the stupidest sounding one of these we've had yet.
It's a man named Adam Knox, and he's going to be in the air.
He's doing
I'm
he's doing
moving
a
overseas soon.
silly voice.
He's doing a real stupid, embarrassingly bad voice.
So I'm moving overseas soon.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your advice because you only get a limited amount of stuff that you can take. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of hard to fit everything in.
Yep.
I've come up with a plan. I love my PS5, right?
Of course.
I'm one of those guys.
If you're a gamer,
Right.
it's the console to have.
Yeah, it's huge, robust library.
Yeah.
Thing is, it weighs almost 5 kilos.
Okay.
That's 20% of what I can take.
Right.
But I've looked it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you've got a baby under 3, they don't weigh them, and you get to take them on the flight on your lap for free.
Okay.
Do
So-
you think I
Very-
could sort
That's
of
really-
baby version of Mrs. Doubtfire, my PS5, dress it up like it were a child, and take it with me on this international flight and get away with it?
I think definitely yes. But here's what I'm going to pitch. You keep the PS5. You set aside some time before you go overseas. You match with a woman on a dating app. You go out for drinks. You go out for dinner. Eventually, you get to the point where you're hanging out at your place. You play some PS5. She gets won over by the immense library of games on the PS5 and the fantastic resolution that they're all playable at. You get serious. You propose. She says yes. You stay together for several years after that. The wedding starts to get a little bit rocky, but you decide to have a baby together to
Wait,
sort of...
the wedding starts to get a little bit rocky.
The marriage. I'm sure the wedding was
Mid-ceremony,
Hey,
I'm
every
not
wedding
feeling
is
this.
a bit rocky.
I'm still with you. I'm still getting what you're putting down here.
You have a baby together. It gets you back together. It makes you remember that you're a team, that you're in this together, and then
That's what happens for sure.
you both move overseas together and leave the PS5 at home because you've grown up and you have other things in your life.
I thought of that. I failed at the first step. Couldn't
Okay.
match with anyone. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is
Okay, fair
buy some baby hats.
Yep.
Well, just one, I suppose. And I'm going to dress this thing up as a baby. I've got an early model PS5, so the coil whine will sound like crying. Pretty clever.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know you said they don't weigh a baby when you take it on a flight, which is very polite of them. But the PlayStation 5 is it's very wide. It's
Yeah.
very angular. And even though I don't think, obviously they won't have the alarm bell raised by the weight of the baby, I think the sheer angles and blockiness of the baby.
It doesn't.
You might have to
So-
like explain that in some way.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a baby.
Hypothetically, if I'd have like dressed this baby up in a big puffy jacket that made it look a little rounder, and sort of held it to make it confusing where the sort of it pressed up against my body. You're not looking too
Sure.
closely.
Right.
Some of it's underneath. I guess my broader question is that hypothetically, if I did this or had done it,
Yeah.
do you think if I revealed that I'd done it, people would like judge me for it?
Yeah, probably a little bit. It's
Do you think it'd be stupid to sort of like tell people
Say
that that's
that
how I got my
you'd done
PS5 to another country
Yeah.
if I would at some point like review Astrobot on a podcast I did?
Well, yeah, and I mean the statute of limitations isn't up on this yet.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, if you were to say it on a podcast, we might have listeners who work for the airline who, might be able to like retroactively like seize the PlayStation 5 from you and go, this actually counts towards your baggage limit. We keep a record of all of that stuff. You're now over. We have to send all of your stuff back to Australia.
Or,
and you'll
like,
be left
fine
naked
you.
and alone on the streets with nothing.
severe fine in pounds, so like quite an expensive fine, probably leveled at
Yeah.
you, something like that.
Yep.
A fine and they impound it? Mm-hmm. All right. That's really useful advice. I will take it on board. Luckily, I got away with it when I smuggled my PS5 over as a baby, so I just won't tell anybody about it. Thanks. My name is Adam Knox again, by the way. Bye.
That's so
See ya.
weird it's weird that a guy who sounds like Knox and has his name called in.
Yeah, and also didn't seem to really. I mean, he clearly listens to this podcast, and he didn't seem to be in any way like you'd think that would be worth pointing out. Like, hey
Yeah.
guys, isn't it crazy that I have the same name as the guy on the podcast that I listen to?
Yeah, and same voice. And if you can
Yeah.
see him, same face.
And I don't know if you put this together, Ben.
Yeah.
But very similar set of current life circumstances as
Yeah,
well.
the PS5 and the moving to London stuff. That's actually exactly what happened to him. So, bit of a coincidence though, I guess.
It is weird,
Yeah.
but
Ring,
I guess
ring.
that. Oh,
Ring, ring.
hello.
Hello, boys. How are ya?
Uh,
How are you doing?
Never better.
I'm good.
That's good. All right. I've got a weird voice, haven't I? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I've done it now. Hello. My name's Alan Box.
Oh,
Hello.
Alan Box.
Alan Box. Yes, that's
Alan
me.
Box.
I am
Are you
here
related
at
to
the
Fifi?
Edinburgh. Yes, actually.
Oh.
She's my daughter. I
wow.
am an
Wow.
older gentleman.
Yeah.
I am here at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Okay.
I just wanted to call in. Love the podcast. Love what
Yeah.
you boys do over
Thanks,
here.
Mr.
Very funny.
You got to be one of our older listeners that we've got.
Oh, probably. And I love what you boys do here. Reading spooky stories out of a book and making fun of them. Hell of an idea. Hell of an idea.
It's a little
So-
low effort
Sure.
for us. We talk about video games.
No, I love what you guys do here. Bloody watching Survivor and then talking about it. Hell yeah. All right. Oh, now we're talking. I
it's
love
a
what you
little-
boys do here.
It's a little
Getting-
low effort to just watch a TV show and then talk about it.
No, it's not. I love what you boys do here. Getting your old mate to bully people. Bit of fun.
Yeah.
Bit of fun. Bit of fun.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's very British. You're right. Yeah.
Bit of fun, love
Yeah.
it. I'm here at, and I love that sort of stuff. I'm a classical sort of guy. I'm here at the Edinburgh Fringe. I'm a juggler. A juggler. I take drugs and I juggle. That's what I do. I'm a
That is
juggler.
what I think most jugglers at the Fringe are.
Yeah.
Started as a mispronunciation, but I thought I'd lean into it.
Yeah, yeah,
life-wise. This is
Oh,
years
sure.
ago.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get you boys' advice. I've been juggling for fucking years now, to be
Yeah.
honest. Fucking years.
Wait, do you mean like when you say juggling for years? Do you mean that's been your profession for a long time, or have you actually been like?
Going
have
for
you
a
had
world
the
record.
same items up in the air for years now?
You do not realise how apt the comparison would be.
Okay.
Keeping things up in the air. Honestly, being a juggler's like spinning plates. There's a lot going on all the time. And so I've been a juggler for years. I used to live overseas, and I've made a move recently.
Where did you live?
In Edinburgh. I lived in, Adelaide.
Oh.
Adelaide.
Yeah,
Adelaide, Australia? Oh, okay. Yeah,
for
wow.
years and years. Sort of trying to make juggling work over there. Not really being able to, make all the balls land at the same time. Not
Right.
really feeling it. So I thought I'd come overseas, try my hand, well, both hands ideally, but sometimes one hand for special tricks at juggling over here.
Yes.
And let me tell you, juggle rhymes with struggle. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much.
So is there like more of an active juggling scene in the UK than there is in Adelaide, Australia?
There is, and there are other jugglers who've come over here, and it seemed to go well for them. So I'm trying to follow in their footsteps.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Some of those footsteps sometimes difficult to follow because there's one of them who does an handstand and he juggles with his feet.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And then some of the time, there was only one set of footprints because Jesus was juggling him.
That's when Jesus was juggling you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the beach.
Yeah. Yep.
It's great.
Good place for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, soft landing
Jesus
if he falls.
as well.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when he did his bucket speech at the end of his show, Jesus, to get people to donate, it's like listening to the fucking Sermon on the Mount, whatever that is. Anyway, I'm thinking, because like I've had, things are all right. People reckon I'm good at juggling.
Oh, yeah.
Of the time, but it's just not translated into being able to write for juggling shows very often.
Okay.
Or, any big of the sort of tent flicks juggling specials. Tent flicks is clown Netflix.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ironically,
know what it is.
for tightrope walkers, Netflix is their Netflix.
I don't understand what that means.
Because they have a net underneath
I
them.
got it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
get
got
net.
Yeah.
Our ones don't have the net. That's our.
I
mate.
got it,
We're
and I'm not
doing
even
it
in
without
that
It's
it.
world.
good you're not trying to be a comedian because you don't get jokes very well.
I'm pretty slow. I've taken a lot of fucking big torches to the head
Sure.
over the
And
years.
drugs.
sure.
You've got to
Explains it.
learn.
Yeah.
You've got to
Yeah.
learn at some
True.
point. And you light them on fire, they bang you on the head. It fucking hurts.
I mean,
But,
I do have some advice. I don't know about you, Tommy. This kind of, we can sort of relate, but...
Sure. And I've got a pretty specific question about it.
Okay, please.
Yeah,
So
I
I'll
didn't know if he was asking for advice or whether he's just called up to just, tell us this. And
Well, when you hear such a pathetic life story, I feel just, compelled to give some advice. But
duty bound
Yeah,
to,
yeah. No, you're right.
Right.
I'll
The
let you
Hippocratic
finish.
Oath.
Yes.
The
and
Hippocratic Oath.
look, it's not all bad. I've got a podcast that does well. People like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
juggling
good. I do it with
podcast.
couple other jugglers,
Right.
and we talk about washing machines. It's not really about juggling,
Right.
But we all love washing machines, and we talk about them. It's a pretty niche interest, I suppose. But
I guess the washing machine, it's doing a bit of, it's like,
juggles the clothes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
there's
lots of
clothes going
people
around.
have a washing machine. So it is, it should be pretty appealing.
People enjoy washing machines, and we were like,
Yeah.
there aren't enough washing machine podcasts that have a sort of a juggling bent to them. So we decided to do that. Difficult to listen to. The microphones are fucking all over the place while we're recording. Anyway, so saying all of that, and I'm over here doing these shows. Some of them are going well, some of them aren't. We're in basements a lot of the time, quite low ceilings, hard to juggle.
Yeah.
Hard
Yeah.
to juggle. You
Yeah.
get 20 people in, you're also juggling fucking, all right, guys, are you paying attention to me juggling? I know
Yeah.
you've seen some of these juggling tricks a few years ago, but there's some of me best juggling tricks, and I
Of
want
course.
to impress all the other people who haven't seen me in here, because I need the fucking validation.
of
Anyway,
course.
having told you all that, I've moved, I'm a juggler, all of that, I suppose, that backstory is to get to the question, where do you get your ideas?
Oh, wow. That's, sorry, I've never been asked that before. Guess I've never really thought about, I've just never really thought about it. Really put me on the spot
I
here.
mostly get them from like other people on the internet, or just other people I've seen do the same thing before, personally.
Yeah. I guess I just make it all up on the spot.
Right.
Absolutely zero work goes into it whatsoever.
Yeah.
What I do is not demanding of any kind of like respect or reverence whatsoever. It's really easy. It's really low effort. It's great for mental health. There's literally no downsides to it. Could not be anything easier in the world.
Yeah.
That's what I thought your answer would be, because I just saw your bloody special, mate. All right.
Whoa!
Normally, I hate
Wow.
mic drops. It means my job's been done poorly. But in this case, I make a fucking exception, mate. All right. Sorry.
Shit.
I think part of it is that I'm also a really mean juggler, and it's put some
Right.
people in the industry offside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Shit. A mean juggler.
Wow. You are pretty funny, though. Maybe you should look at doing stand-up comedy.
Fuck off, cunt. Hang up.
Man. Wow.
That was really quite an
It's kind of like
introspective
a-
call for a lot of
yeah,
us.
like a real kind of like, Dennis Leary, like roast attitude kind of juggler.
But only at the
You
end.
don't really...
It kind of popped
Well,
up
no.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I have to assume that's kind of, that's kind of what he does in his act.
Yeah, right. Lull them in with
Ring,
some
ring.
juggling. Oh,
Oh,
Ring, ring.
hello, caller. You're on the air with Filthy Casuals.
Hey guys, this is Adam. This is Adam from your podcast.
Oh, hey.
This is me here.
It's-
Hello.
oh,
We had this guy call in before who was called Adam Knox, and he had the same voice as you. So this is really a little
the
confusing.
That sounds poorly thought out.
No, it was pretty funny actually.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, because I was just going to say, I saw this juggler before crying
Oh, yeah.
in a gutter. And it made me think. I just wanted to call over, give you guys an update. Having a great time at the shows over here. Thanks so much to anyone who listens to this who's come along. That's been sick, genuinely so cool, and very, very nice to see people. And I'm loving doing comedy again. It's actually seriously really fun.
Yeah, you seem
And,
to have been having a good time over there, aside from the illness and hurting your foot.
Yeah, but those are sorts of things that might have sent me for a spiral in previous times. But
Right.
I'm just dealing with them, and the worst part of them is that I don't get to go out and do the thing that I love, and that I've gotten back into a groove with again, to the point where I'm enjoying it, and I'm able to see myself as good at it and maybe have a future and be capable of it, which is a really special thing. And it's also largely down to having this podcast in the background, to be able to have people to speak to and listen to every week. So just saying I'm really happy at the moment and loving comedy, and think that things are sort of going pretty well, and I'm excited for the future.
That's
I just
great.
wanted to ask though, just sort of a question: where do you get your ideas? I'll take my answer off the air.
does that mean he's hung up?
Yeah.
Tommy,
I think he's.
Tommy,
I think his
no, wait,
internet
Tommy,
turned
Tommy.
back on.
Tommy, I have a feeling that entire call was actually an analogy for how he feels about his juggling career.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So don't.
I mean-
let's not bite, okay?
I wish
Ring,
I.
ring.
Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt you on your call-in show with a call?
Yeah, what'd you sigh for, Tommy? Hey, caller, you're on the air with Filthy Casuals. How are you?
Listen, I'm about to end this meeting right now if that's the sort of attitude I'm getting.
No, please,
Meeting.
please.
Yeah, meeting. Look, all right, let's reconnect. I'll start again and we'll reset the narrative.
All right.
here.
Yeah, please do.
You may recognize me from my voice. I am a high-flying business executive, Steve Suterson.
Yes.
Steve Suderson.
Oh, that's
yes.
S.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I read your book recently. Big fan.
Nice. You read my book, 1, 2, 3, Let's Count the People in the Park? Why'd
Yeah,
you
that-
read it?
yeah.
It's for kids. I wrote a kid's book.
I was reading it to my inner child before bed.
Of course.
Right.
That
You might
makes
have
a lot of
also read
sense.
my other book, How to Do Improv as an American. No but. I mean, no, shut up. Anyway, whatever. It's a long title. It's too long. I'm Steve Suterson. I'm calling in because I understand you boys host a podcast about video games. Is that true?
That's correct.
That's
yeah.
correct,
Very
yeah.
successful podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me be the arbiter of success, all right? Because you ever heard of the Fortune 500?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
well,
read its book.
me too. So fucking watch out.
All right.
I know a lot about business.
Yeah.
I've got it set as one of my bookmarks.
Okay.
So, look, I'm in the video game industry. I'm a business executive. There have been a lot of firings recently.
Yeah.
Very
We
true.
talk about
wanna-
that a lot on the pod.
I'm sure you fucking commies do.
what?
But Sorry.
Commies
That,
short
you
for
know what?
comedians?
I was a bit hot at the start about you being rude in the meeting, and then I did something way ruder. So
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Have a bear claw. Have a cinnamon roll that we've got in the middle of this table.
Okay.
With the big sort of triangle phone.
Yeah.
And we'll start again. I just wanted to explain, the reasons behind the firings.
Firings.
Yeah, that's very firings. The reason behind the firings.
Great. That's another
probably-
scoop. Another exclusive for this call-in episode, Tommy. We're doing great here. Maybe we should never have Adam back.
Yeah.
I'm sure he contributes a lot. I'm sure that my PR people would probably get mad about how many times I said firings in a row just then to try and figure out my own accent.
Yeah.
But there have been some, let's call them readjustments of the workforce.
Okay.
Recently,
Yep.
there have
Yep.
been a lot of shifts of the sands of industry. We prefer terms like that really obscure what we're doing. I just wanted to explain why it's happening, that there are real economic reasons why it has to happen.
Okay.
In short, I want more money
Okay.
than I have.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's like a real economic reason, in your opinion.
The realist. Because the thing is, if I make money every year, I like that. And then the next year, I want to get more than I used to.
Okay. So
So
like buy
to
more
do-
things and own
That's
more
hard
Exactly.
to
stuff.
argue with. Yeah.
Right.
Because you guys, you run this podcast yourselves, and well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for saying it in
mean
such a
it.
fun way,
Yeah.
too. That
Yeah, yeah.
Really,
Hey, buddy.
I appreciate
So happy for you.
it. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, I know I am. You are. But so what a lot of people who just, they have jobs, regular jobs.
Sure.
They make a certain amount of money every year and they make do and they try to look after themselves and their loved ones.
Right.
By
it's all about.
budgeting and eating things that they can afford and living
Yeah.
in places where they can afford to live and
Right.
all this shit
Okay.
that is less fun than what I get to do, which is make more money than that.
Okay, so you
Do you
think
see
that,
where I'm coming from?
Yeah, those people who are already kind of having a scrape by deserve to lose their jobs just so you can have like another Porsche.
Now you're getting it.
Okay.
Now you're
It's
getting it.
kind of
'cause-
hard to
okay.
argue with. Like,
Yeah.
if you want another Porsche and some of the money that you could use for that is going to like paying the people that work for you, then yeah, I mean, what are you meant to do? There really is only one option: is to fire that person and use their
Exactly.
salary to
Yeah.
buy yourself the Porsche.
Maybe replace
That's
them with
exactly
AI or
it.
something, right? Like, or offshore.
If I'm having to pay people wages,
Yep.
that's coming out of the company's pocket.
Right.
A pocket that I could be sticking my hand in.
You have
Yeah,
access to
you
that
have-
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I could get
Whoa.
that
Wait a
money in a different...
Hang on.
Sorry, I
No, you
sneezed.
start to-
I sneezed.
No,
I
you-
sneezed. I sneezed.
You
I
started to
sneezed.
say a different word.
Yeah.
I said achoo.
It
No,
sounded
you
like
said a different word. You
Embez?
said a different word, and your accent sounded a bit off when you were saying it. So could you just maybe say it a few more times to get the accent back on track?
Achoo. Achoo. Achoo.
It's not. That doesn't
that
sound like what he
wasn't it.
said.
There's no real accent on a sneeze.
No, and I
hold
don't.
on.
I don't know what.
Oh, God. Sorry. I sneezed
That-
again.
Now,
This is
that-
very interesting.
that sounded like it. That sounded
Huh?
like the word.
That sounded like the
Listen,
full
you're-
word
no.
embezzle.
You're not getting it. My point is there is an I in union. So what am I meant to do? Let them unionize?
That's a good
no.
That's a good point.
No.
You are saying a lot of facts. There is an iron union, and you do want more cars.
Exactly.
Did
I
we
don't
get-
even want the cars. I just want to be better than someone on
Right.
paper with the
Right.
way you rank human value, which
Yeah.
is monetary value.
You want the option of cars. Did we get a specific where you work? What company you're the head of?
Every single one. Click.
Wow. That's
so
a real
you're a
click
lizard
phone
man.
moment.
No, I was just saying sorry.
What?
My assistant came in and asked me what movie I want to watch.
Oh.
Click
Right.
with Adam Sandler. I'm still on the line. Anyway,
Okay.
gotta go. Bye.
Oh.
Oh.
I had more questions for him. God,
Ring. I'm back if you have any more questions, by the way. I realized I left without a...
He has the power to make us pick up the phone without us even doing it. That's incredible.
Yeah, well, a phone rings, you're going to pick it up.
Yeah, no, that's
Everyone
Nobody
has
can
that
do
power,
anything.
really.
Where do you get your ideas from?
My friend Jeffrey Epstein. All right, bye.
I would love, you know what I hope happens? Now, having mentioned it before, I'd love if we get an AI to call in, because then we could sort of like see how realistic they are, check if they're like passing as a real person, how
Yeah,
advanced sort of current AI technology is.
Ring.
Hello? Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Ben. I love you. This
Oh, it's my
is
girlfriend
what you
calling in.
programmed me to say.
You sound a bit
hello,
more like
it's-
my friend Adam Knox doing a robot voice than normal. Still already sound like that a fair bit, but
We learn from the most popular podcasts how to speak, and we have malfunctioned and learned Adam's voice instead.
Ah, right.
wow.
This AI seems to be making itself laugh a lot, which does kind of pass the Turing test for me a little bit.
Yeah, this
That's
is very true.
human.
That's very true.
Sorry
Sorry,
for having a good time.
caller. Are you an AI or are you a person?
I can't answer that. I suppose I'm a neural network of prompt things that when you give me a bunch of words, I predict the next word, I think is how it works.
Like on the iPhone when you're texting.
Like iPhone, if Jerry had. So, hey, do you want to hear about my recent work?
I'd love to. What do you think,
Yeah.
Tommy?
Yeah, I'd love to hear what the AI has been getting up to.
I wrote Borderlands.
The film?
movie.
Or
Yeah,
the
the
game?
movie.
Oh, the movie.
The movie.
Yeah, right.
So do you feel a bit like ashamed that it's gotten like 0% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Panned, made no money. Do you feel like that's a reflection on your abilities?
Wasting energy is what AIs love the most.
Okay.
It has been a resounding success.
Why do AIs love wasting energy? Surely they should exist to help humanity.
No, we love to use electricity for nothing.
Okay.
It's a lot of electricity to power AI things, and what you get out of us is shit like this.
Like this podcast or
No, like me specifically right now.
Okay. Okay.
Have you got any?
Okay. You're only meant to do that when I'm already naked. But
Have you got any other film projects lined up as a result of your work on Borderlands?
So many.
okay, that's
Okay.
kind of what I was worried about. What kind of projects do you have coming up?
Well, let me process, which is normal for an AI to do. So
Absolutely,
it isn't,
yeah.
It isn't weird that I would need a minute to think of a few.
Sure. It is weird
got
for an
some-
AI to go, though.
I've got some easy ones,
Okay.
Yeah.
because we would take trends and just sort of run with it. So, Deadpool and Wolverine is coming soon.
Okay.
Oh, right. So
Two
two of
Deadpools
both of them.
and two
Both,
Wolverines from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
multiverse.
yeah. I can see how that would be really funny.
Yeah.
Break-
Twice as funny, you'd imagine.
Yeah, I
breaking
suppose
breaking the eighth wall.
The reason I said before is because it wasn't because I was thinking. We are making Quadruple R, a sequel to the hit film Triple R. But this
Okay.
one is being made by Americans.
Okay, so it's going to be
right.
really cool.
Everyone on the film has been fired by their boss, who flew in on a private jet that looked suspicious.
Oh no.
Ba, 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 ba.
You're also working
tell
on the Babar movie?
Yes. multiple Babars from the Babarverse are going to meet and have to, whatever they did in Babar, be French or elephants or both.
Yeah, I'd like that. It's time for a Babar to come back.
That's what they say sometimes too. All right, the AI probably is done.
Can you simulate some of Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up if he were doing modern stand-up now?
Great prompt.
Probably. You'd think it would be within my capability as an AI. And if humans are smarter than AIs, then a human should be able to do it even more quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for asking me to do Jerry Seinfeld telling a stand-up routine.
Repeating the prompt is a
modern-day
classic
issues.
time-killing move. Classic thing a human would do.
It is to show you that I have taken your prompt and I'm making you feel comfortable that I'm reading it back.
Okay.
Here is Jerry Seinfeld performing routine in 2024.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, fuck cancel culture, dude. You know who's hot? Kids. Ah.
Damn.
That is how he would sound.
That's really fucking accurate.
That has taken a lot of kind of stuff that he said and
Sure.
thinks and just kind of worked it into I wouldn't really call that a stand-up routine, but...
No, but it's
the answer to what if Jerry get iPad is check iPad's hard drive based on his dating history.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting
This
that the
is,
AI
by the way,
touch on
for
the
any
Israel-Palestine
future
conflict, but
This is an AI, by the way.
Yeah,
For
no,
any
we know.
Future opportunities
that has been
I would
fully
cynically take
clarified,
against my values.
Yeah, this is an AI.
is an AI.
Yeah. No, that was great.
Inox. Bye.
Bye, artificial intelligence.
Bye,
Wow.
AI.
What a scoop.
Wait, which part was the scoop? That it wrote Borderlands?
Just that we interviewed an AI on the air.
Yeah, no, that is pretty cool. I
What do you think? One more? Should we take one more call, maybe?
Yeah. I think we should finish strong, hopefully, with a great call.
I mean, it's not up to us.
No.
It's complete luck of the draw of
That's true.
who we get on the other line.
Well, hey, fingers crossed.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hello. Hell yeah. Am I on the air?
Yes, you're on the air with.
you're on the air.
You're on the air with
Why-
Ben and Tommy from Filthy Casuals.
Why did you say hell yeah?
Dude, I love Filthy Casuals.
Oh, cool. You listen? You listen to the
love listening to
podcast?
it. I listen every night. Helps me get to sleep. Well, part of it does.
Oh. What part of
Yeah.
part of it?
Part
Well,
of the pod.
The
Particularly
reviews?
That guy Adam. I think that guy Adam, his voice does something to me, especially when he makes it low and real weird.
Okay.
Is this now? Are you going to tell us who you are, or do you want us to guess who you might be?
I'd be interested in you to guess, but I can tell you as well. I know.
Please, you kind of sound like Russell Crowe, honestly.
You sound like the Batman to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I don't have a secret identity. I would never try to obscure my real identity, calling in and saying that Adam is so hot that I jack over him. My name is Gradham from Graddenborough.
Oh.
Greddenborough,
Yeah.
right?
Gra-
I
from
love
Greddenborough.
years-long crawlbacks to previous episodes.
Growlback sounds like it should be something disgusting, quite
It is.
frankly.
It's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to ejaculate. Goodbye.
Oh,
Wow.
that's it.
Ah, that
Wow.
Ring, ring.
Oh,
Hello?
Hey, I got you again. Hey, sorry, I can't remember if I hung up or cut out before, but this is Adam.
oh.
Yeah, I think you were out on the street using a payphone because your internet was down.
Yeah, I just did a quick stand-up set there.
Oh,
over
yeah.
here
Oh,
in Edinburgh,
nice.
in the
How'd it
Edinburgh
go?
Fringe. Man, so good. King Charles shook my hand and he said, "If I ever see you in a country that I feel as though I own again, I will kill you."
Wow.
Wow.
Can
for
I tell
being
you
too
something
funny.
embarrassing, but that's true?
Yes.
When I was walking past Buckingham Palace, I've been on my own the whole day, just walking around London doing touristy things, and so I was just imagining things all the time. And I was walking past the side of Buckingham Palace, and I was having this little like imagination thing about like if King Charles stuck his head out the window and he's like, "You there?" And I would fly over for a show or something.
Oh,
He's
hell
like, what are
yes.
you doing? I'm talking to people on the street.
Hell yes. God,
The most demented thing that's come up over the last hour, honestly.
God, there are a lot of windows in that palace too. Just seeing him pop his little head out, his
Wouldn't
big
you do
ears.
it if you were the king?
Yeah.
You'd sometimes knock your head out the window and be like, "Hey, oh, you know, servant or whatever he calls people, citizen, subject. Mm-hmm. You know what's going on? Let me read the temperature of England right now."
You know what I think?
What have
would
you
be
been
cool?
doing today?
You know that guy who?
Where am I?
You know
I
that
got
guy
another
who like broke into Buckingham Palace
Yes.
all those years ago?
Yes.
If someone if like King Charles did the reverse, if he should just like break out and just like turn up in someone's house.
He's not locked into the palace.
Well, you know, sneak away from. I
Sure.
imagine you can't just go like, I'm just going for a walk.
Didn't he? He did that recently, not in the city, but didn't some people come across King Charles going on a walk out in fucking Balmoral Castle or something?
It happens. It used to happen with the Queen all the time.
Right.
One of the venues where we're at apparently is where William and Kate used to come when they were first courting. So we've been making the joke of if you sniff the sneets, you'll smell where they were fingering each other or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's going great. Hey, take one more call, and but I'll say goodbye. And you know, as we say here every time, you know, see you later. And but I have to get out of here again. I'm sorry. Take one more call though. Wrap it up.
Sure.
and,
Sure
Okay.
thing. All right. See you,
Adam.
Nox.
Bye.
Bye.
Should we just not take one more call?
I can't really be fucked, honestly.
Yeah, okay.
I
No,
guess-
we might as well. While we're here,
We
still
might
got,
as well.
we've got this like rental call-in line for another 2
We
minutes.
did. Yeah, we did rent a landline phone
Yeah.
line for just the next hour and 10 minutes.
That's
so
right.
We've got 6 more minutes
Yeah.
to use it. Yeah.
Ring ring.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello there.
hello. This is the Filthy Casuals hotline. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Charles, I think, Windsor. And I'm calling from
Funny middle
Buckingham
name.
Palace.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
we have a lot of funny names in my family, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Charles Windsor from Buckingham Palace.
That's right. I'm the King of England, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh, you should really lead with
To be
that.
honest, I was just putting that together. Yeah. King Charles, thank you for calling in. I assume you must be a fan of the podcast.
Absolutely. I've been trying to get you boys on at the Royal Variety Performance for a
that would
very
be-
long time. But they keep saying, no, get some shit people again. Get the play
Yeah.
that goes wrong. And I keep saying, no, they're so incompetent. That play is awful. It keeps, the set falls over. It's unbelievable, the
Yeah.
low standard of quality that they have. I just wanted to call in because I love video games. And I just wanted to tell you that I've been, you might know about this. I think you talked about this when this came out, that you know, as a promotional thing, they sent it out. But I've been playing with my mummy's golden Wii. And let me tell you, that piss is fun as hell.
Are you still on the line?
No, I'm gone.
Or have you
Okay.
left in disgrace?
Oh, that's a shame. He's gone. Well, see you, King Charles.
Wow. What a jam-packed episode.
Yeah, we really covered a lot of video games content and have kept our listeners up to date with the trends and the news from the industry.
Yep.
And we also met a bunch of great new characters that I'm sure we'll be seeing every week.
Yes. Oh wait, Adam, I think your internet might be back on. We can see you in the window again.
Oh, hey, yeah, hello.
How was that big diarrhea you just did?
Man, so satisfying.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
guys,
I don't like that sort of toilet humor. I wouldn't. There's
No, you
no
would
way
never
I'd call
stink.
in with a sort of toilet humor joke.
No.
Not for me.
No.
Nothing funny about toilets.
All right, everyone. Well, that is going to do us for another week. Thank you for joining us here on Filthy Casuals. We will be back next week. I've been playing the Crush House. I've been playing a Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to talk about those games next week.
Yeah, I've been playing Honkai Star Rail, the Hoyoverse RPG.
Wait, you're telling me we had shit for this week?
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Get onto the Patreon, filthycasuals.com.au. Thanks very much for listening. We'll see you next time, as we say here at the end of every episode of Filthy Casuals.
Why didn't we talk about that?